is it want to sign up for automatic money? Again, so on your filter, by the way, just a last point for the filter, you need to have, when we're talking about multiple sources of income, you need to have multiple things along your filter, right? It just can't be one product and then you wasted all those people. The people have already bought from you, they're the easiest people to sell to again. For example, my ebook that I wrote, I didn't sell any ebooks after that, and those people would have bought, like I'd get 80% of the people bought the first ebook, they'd buy the second. That was just money left on the table. All I need to do is spend a weekend and just resell it to the second people. Same thing back in Naeem's example, if someone bought a blanket, they'll easily buy something else just related to the blanket. And that's what you do? Yeah, so that's you sell to the people that have already bought from you, and if you have nothing else in your filter, then you have nothing, you're basically just leaving it. Just go get a product. And sometimes if you've run out of products, then comes affiliate marketing where you sell products related to your filter that people would be interested in. So for example, autoresponders. I've spoken about autoresponders. I sell autoresponders as an affiliate. You go to discoveryourlife.com/recommend/autoresponder. And it will be the autoresponder that I recommend for you. You click on it, you purchase from it, and I'll make, $20 or something like that. But still, I'm still, making money from an angle like that. And other things. You start recommending other people's products, and now if you're the one who has products, you make a system so other people can do that. And if you don't have products, you start recommending other things to people. So you're giving a seminar, for example, and you'd say, you know what, there's an autoresponder service that I'd like to recommend. Here it is, discoveryourlife.com/recommend/autoresponders. You click on it, and it has, it goes to the autoresponder page. Okay? Automation versus manual. Automation versus manual. Want to sign up for automatic money. This is the tip of the iceberg. This is the iceberg, the thing that sunk the Titanic. Okay? This is an idea that I've started implementing throughout different areas that we're dealing with Discover You, that whenever someone makes a decision to do something manually, they will fail in the long run. So an example of this is, suppose you want to lose weight. So you have decided to work out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you told me that, I would just guarantee that you will fail. Why? Because this effort to work out on Tuesdays and Thursdays is a manual thing. You will have to manually, through willpower, get up on Tuesdays and Thursdays to get exercise, and that's not happening. Right? Another example of this, someone says, I want to memorize Quran. How will you do it? Inshallah, after Fajr every day, I will memorize 1 page. You will fail. Guaranteed. Okay? And you give me, whatever the decision a person's planning to make, if you're going to do it manually, you will fail. What you have to start thinking of is lock yourself into automation, where it's a set it and forget it type of deal, okay? So what that means with automation, back to the example of the person who wants to lose weight. So he has the motivation, it's January 1st, and he's like, I'm gonna lose weight now, I made my resolution. So his decision, this is his conscious mind, this is like the willpower, right? This is willpower, the conscious, this is your 5% of your brain. The other 95% is going to be unconscious. It's going to be automatic, right? When you have the willpower and you want to make a decision that's going to be automatic. So for example, we're talking about finance and stuff like that. We're talking about that security account. Not the security account, the investment account. Remember what I told you? I said automate the payments to leave your bank account even when you're not thinking about it. So every month on the 15th, $100 is leaving your bank account. You can't stop it. And you don't need any willpower. It automatically makes you richer. Because when you had the motivation, like right here during this event, you have the motivation, you automate your decision. In the example of the person trying to lose weight, this is what I would recommend that they do. They sign up for sessions with a personal trainer. A personal trainer, and then these sessions I've now scheduled for the next 6 months, and you will pay upfront for it. Here's $2,000. This person will be at the gym at this specific time, and they'll be waiting for you, right? Willpower not needed. The instructor, that's his job. Come to the gym, and we'll work out together. right? And you're paying him for it. If you don't show up, your money, you've lost it. You've automated that. 6 months into the future, you're still working out because you made a decision on January 1st to sign up with a personal trainer. Another example of this, in the example of the Quran. You want to memorize Quran after Fajr, and you decided to do it through willpower, and you were mistaken. Discover You coaching tells you to do this. Sign up for a Quran school and register yourself. Even better, go and live at the Quran school. If you lived at the Quran school for 1 year, you'd finish the Quran. Right? You're motivated, and you have a good teacher. Alhamdulillah, they're being paid to show up and teach you and stuff like that. It's a good system because you've signed up. So when people tell me what's the secret to memorizing Quran, I would say registering yourself in a Quran class where you are paying money, not your friend who promised to be there at Fajr and is going to listen to you. No, that's not the person. There's no automation there. It's two people with willpower, right? And it's just going to collapse. What you need to do is sign yourself up for automation. So here are some examples really quickly of automation that basically like just takes your mind out of it, takes the willpower. I'm going to go through the list quickly, and I'm sure many of them you're familiar with. And if you're not familiar with some of them, inshallah ta'ala, afterwards, you can ask me. So with regards to marketing and sales, the things that I found most beneficial are online shopping carts, okay, autoresponders, automatic upselling of your products that happens after someone purchases. You know, they can get another email, would you like this additional product? So that's automatic upselling, or even in the checkout process, they can get an automatic upsell. Your email signatures. If you're emailing out, just put it as your email signature that, you know what, have you tried out my beeforblanky.com, blankets? And it's on every email that he sends out, and everybody starts, hearing about it, automated. Affiliate programs, if you set up an affiliate program and people basically want to recommend your product, you'd say, hey, I'll give you 10% of the profits or 20, 50% of the profits. So they start selling for you. You can't even stop them. It gets out of control. Just money starts coming from everywhere. You've got the squeeze page, which is automated. People, when I was talking about the squeeze page, only the first name, email, people put that in, automated, they now are part of the list. And you have a whole bunch of emails coming up in the future that are going to come at specific times. All of that's been automated. You have joint ventures. A joint venture is where you are automating basically someone else is going to launch a product. You have, for example, a good branding name, and you say, let's do this together. So now you've automated, you've leveraged your skill with their skill. They're called joint ventures. And you have like survey software. Software online where basically you can track what people are saying. So you post up a video, you put up like an HTML of the survey, and they can just slide up whether they like the video or not, and you can start gauging whether someone likes your services or not. So you get feedback immediately. With regards to operations, ways to automate the operations are with a virtual assistant. So someone could be working at home, they have nobody on their chart to help them, and then they get a virtual assistant in India that's helping them out. Basically, when they're asleep, their Indian coworker is working for them. They like, look, I've got all these calculations. Can you do it for me? They're like, yeah, no problem. Digital delivery with regards to operations. So you have companies, for example, like Amazon, which is a mixture between between online sales and they're delivering physically. But if you start delivering digitally, such as MP3, such as ebooks, anything you can deliver through the internet where people get it immediately, all of that can be automated. A phone calendar with delegation reminders. So if you have, I said phone, but if you have a calendar, and I recommend it be on your phone, so it's always in front of you. If you've ever delegated something to someone, you put a reminder on your phone whenever the work is supposed to come back to you. Suppose it's due by Monday. On Monday, you say, check up with Abdullah. Monday, 12 o'clock, it goes do, check up with Abdullah. You call Abdullah, hey, it's 12 o'clock, did you do the work? And they're like, whoa, man, you're awesome. You know everything. Nothing slips by you. There's a company called CD Baby. If you have an audio, so you've given a lecture, for example, and the MP3, it was recorded, you upload it to CD Baby, and they will create, basically, they have the online shopping cart, they will sell your lecture for you. Sell it for $10, you make maybe $6. And after your lecture, you tell everybody, hey, listen, I'm selling this CD. You're not involved with anything in the operations. It's automated. They'll do everything. You just send out an email, make $6,000, as I mentioned, by sending out an email after you built up your list. There's something called Lulu as well, Lulu, or Lulu, which is the same thing for the CD, but with books. You upload a PDF of your book, and they will create the book for you. And they will sell it for you and basically just give a cut. So it's like, hey, Muhammad Ashir, I published a book. Here's the link, buy the book. All I did was just upload a file from my computer. Nothing else, and then they're in charge of everything after that. Drop shipments, I think many are familiar. The drop shipment, basically, they create the product and it's at the warehouse, and when someone buys, they just take care of everything after that. Membership websites, people pay monthly or yearly or whatever it is, and the monthly money just comes recurringly, and everything's automated from there. A password memory software is like software that basically every time you go to Google or go to any web page, you don't have to type in the passwords. Everything is automated, so you don't have to sit there and waste time going through website to website. Just basically, you just click enter. Obviously, it has a password in the beginning, the first time you use it, and then after that, every web page you go to, it's memorized all the passwords. For finance, obviously everybody should have a PayPal account to start off with. There might be better systems than PayPal, but to start off with, at least give people a chance to pay you. Auto money transfers monthly. That was when we were talking about the savings and the money going out. Auto bill payments. If you have bills to pay, then automate it so your mind's not involved in it. And you don't have to waste your valuable organization time. If you have a phone bill or you have a gas bill, automate it, right? If you need to check up on how much money is going out, that's fine. You can make a time for that. But don't waste your time every month trying to fill out checks and go to the mailbox and stick it. You know, that's just so old and archaic. You can do auto sadaqah as well. So you want to do charity. How do you do what? Bill payments, they have different payment options. So for example, hydro and gas, things like that, or phone. You just call them up and say, I'd like to sign up for automatic bill payment. And they're like, no problem, give us your credit card. That's it. And you're done. No credit card, but there could be other way. They can take it straight from your bank account as well. So it could be like, a check, you just void it. They have your account information, then that's done. And auto sadaqah is where every month you're just paying sadaqah. Back to, when Idris was talking about giving spontaneous sadaqah. Spontaneous sadaqah comes from willpower, right? And when I said automatic sadaqah, you will give much more and more consistently, even if it's small, if you automate it. Such as, like I said, sponsoring an orphanship or, monthly withdrawal for like a masjid or something like that. And then every month you get the barakah of taking care of people, inshallah ta'ala. I mentioned a whole bunch of things. I would say your activity is to go through the list right now and choose 3 things that you'd like to sign up for. Right? Choose things that you want to start automating in your life, and it will just immediately start giving you time. Pick 3. Question Abdurrahman's asking is, if you add more products, are you diluting your brand name? And I talked about brand extension. So you can imagine extensions such as going sideways. Right? With the funnel, you're just getting more specific. So if the example I gave of Starbucks, or even with Naeem's blanket, it's not a different product. He's still selling blankets, but he's selling 500 different types of blanket. For the high-end customer, for the middle customer, the low-end customer, everybody's got like a middle. Yes? Those are all like upsells, as you said. So, for example, here's the base price for the blanket, MSRP, right? And then after that is like customized, as you said. Would you like to put a logo into it? That's something extra. Would you like to put special gift wrapping? That's extra. Yeah. Throw in a free chat. And would you like some balloons with that? Right? Maybe he doesn't do balloons, but he can get someone to put customized balloons because it might be coming as a gift. When someone gives a gift, what other gifts would they like to give to the mother? And they might say, would they actually like to buy a bed? And he's like, here's the bed that we recommend. It's an affiliate thing because the person might still be interested in it. It's not his brand name, but he's like, if you're looking for a bed, here's the bed. And by the way, here's a bed lamp while you're at it. And the person gets the whole custom. And if he's sending out newsletters and he's tried multiple baby beds, people would listen to what bed he recommends because people don't know how to buy a bed. So you're saying, how would you be an affiliate salesperson? Okay, this is basically the idea. So the question is, how do you become an affiliate salesperson? There is, if you just look on Google and type in like power affiliate sales, there's so many different information products of people that are master affiliate salespeople to share your products. So you'd get a jump start on the best information. So that's like the first step that I would do. Buy a book, $20, $50, and get all the information that you need, all the insider tricks. Okay? After you've done that, basically what you do is work on the mailing list, your mailing list. So you start sending out a weekly newsletter about some niche product, and then you go out to the market and you find people that have products in your niche. You don't have to make any products. You just have the mailing list. So you have a mailing list of, say, 5,000 people. Then you go to one company, you sign up as an affiliate, and then you come to the people and say, I've tried this product. I really love it. I recommend you to buy it. And then you can make $50 out of everybody that buys it. And then you go to another product and you start selling it. You go to a third product and you start selling it. And then there will be products, for example, like membership websites where they might give you money monthly. Every month they'll be giving you money. So you're like, here's an Islamic dating service or something like that, and I've recommended it. Alhamdulillah, I got married from this website, and here, Bismillah, here's my affiliate link. Take it, and then they start buying that. You're getting paid $20 per month. CD Baby was when you take cdbaby.com. Yeah, you upload like an MP3 lecture. They create like a CD, and sell it directly. It's in their warehouse. You mean do you have to put money into it? No, you don't. You just upload the file or upload. I think if you don't put any money into it, then you might not make as much percentage. But if you bought say 100 of their product of your own product and you start selling and stuff like that, which you could still do, you're doing workshops or you're going places, you can put it out on your table and sell your own, and then you'd get a cheaper price. So you'd look into Amazon. There's multiple people that have done things like that.